Since I got here, I just see the willingness to continue to improve. Like, obviously, they've been good, been great, and they continue to grow, and guys have gotten better every year. And being here on the inside now and meeting the coaches and the players and seeing the amount of work that's put into guys continue to improve is outstanding. And then as far as myself, just bringing in the experience that I do have and my ability to shoot the basketball, space the floor, obviously is one of the main reasons why we felt like I would fit here and they felt like I would fit here. And I mean, it's great so far, and I'm looking forward to getting ready for camp and getting out there and starting to put everything together.
That does seem to be kind of perhaps the focal point, given the perception of the changing game. That ability to bring that to shot and open the floor is there still.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret that the game change has done a lot for me, guys like me especially. But understanding that it's changed, it's allowed me to play multiple positions. It's allowed me to really make a bigger mark on the game, just as far as carrying that threat on the floor to make teams pay for having to focus on now Serge, JV, DeMar, Kyle. And for me to be able to just continue to be that weapon, it's going to help. They help me and I help them. And that's the relationship that we're going to try to build.
So you talked about how the game change has helped you, kind of helped you evolve. Was there a moment in your career that you saw something, or whether it was a team you were with, that you kind of realized where the game was going and how you would have to adapt your game? Because you kind of went from like more of a wing player to almost like a small power forward now, the way the game is going. What helped you make that change?
The power forward thing I just kind of got through in the fire. Like, I wasn't really prepared for that. My approach to the game has always been do what your team needs. And my coaches came to me and asked me about doing it and said we wanted to, try playing small and speed the game up. And they asked me if I was up for it. And my belief in my coaching staff is always going to be they're never going to do something they feel like is going to be a hindrance to the team or myself. They felt like we could be better by doing it. So, of course, I took on the role, and they felt like we could win. And that's what I wanted to do. And then it took some time to adapt and figure it out. But it helped me as a player. It helped me grow. Mentally, it was something that I think it made me mentally tougher because it was something I had to kind of figure out during the season, because I didn't find out I was going to do it until training camp, like during training camp, like the third preseason game or something like that, that it was going to be a real thing. So now it's just helped me, and I wouldn't be here, I don't think, if I wasn't able to, grow into the player that's able to play pretty much almost 3 positions now because of that. And I mean, I'm grateful for it. I wasn't at the time, my body wasn't at the time, but I'm grateful for it now.
Even in terms of like the volume of threes you take, it's grown every year as the game has evolved. Again, is that something, was it a coach that came to you and said, look, this is how we think you're going to thrive in the NBA, or was that something you saw that change coming?
It was a little bit of both. There was a point in time where myself, I wanted to go from being able to, like, he can shoot it and being able to have big games and, going through, like, getting hot, don't let him get going type of thing, to the point where I wanted people to not want me to shoot the ball ever. And that was the respect I wanted to bring to the game and the weapon I wanted to be, where if you felt like I got an open look, that you might as well run back on defense. That's what I wanted. And at the same time, I knew how much I could help my team doing that. And me and Mike Brown sat down, and he told me straight up, he said, you can shoot the basketball, but I don't think you work enough on that particular part of your game. Like, you're in the gym and you're working on, but the situations you're putting in the game most of the time are in a shooting situation. So why not really buckle down on that and try to become as great as a shooter as you can? And that's when I changed my workouts a lot after that. And I just kind of, built my game more around it. At that time, it was more about, getting up and down the floor, being athletic, being able to shoot it if I was open, running and jumping. And I kind of, just made that change. And then the position change came, and then the game changed all the way after that. Golden State really put that pressure on the league and went through a tear. And now it's become the major part of my game.
CJ, at this stage in your career, is it more or less important for you to start?
It never was a thing for me, honestly.
Not even when you're younger?
No, I mean, you don't get me wrong. It's exciting, you want to start, but the second you figure out that your role is what it is, and it doesn't make you lesser part of the team because of that, then it shouldn't even be about that. It's about winning. And if me being a starter, me being starting at the 3, starting at the 4, being off the bench at the 3, off the 4, or whatever situation I've been in, if that's what makes our team go, then that's what I'm going to do. And that's my approach to it.
Do you look at going into this training camp as a competition between maybe you and Norm for that starting role?
I mean, I see it. Yeah, I look at it as far as like that would be the 2 ways that it could go. And I think it depends on how we mesh with the other 4 guys. And I think we go through camp, and obviously you compete and you make each other better and you push each other. But like I'd say all the time, my job is I don't get paid for that part. I get paid to do what I'm told by the person that makes that decision. So.
Do you have a feel for how you fit with the starting 4 as they are right now already?
I think I help with the spacing of it because those guys, I mean, throwing it to JB in the post, obviously guys, they're going to load up to him, double down from backside schemes are usually how teams do it. And me being on that backside pretty much takes that guy out of the equation. The pick and rolls that you put Kyle and DeMaria in, it takes a lot of guys from chugging and standing in the middle of the lane from the weak side because of me being able to shoot the ball and space the floor. I think it just kind of opens the lane, and then Serge at the same time, me and him both being able to space the floor together makes it even better. We're both in the corners, it's even more space. So I think it just goes to the point of how we want to approach it and what our coaching staff think is the best way to go about it. But I think and at the same time, with the second group, if I'm playing the 3 or if we play small and play the 4, I do the same thing for those guys because you got guys like DeLon who wants to attack, and Norm comes out and he's back in there with the second group and he wants to attack, and I create space for those guys. So I think I just look at it as whatever it is that I have to do with the 4 I'm on the floor with is how I adapt to it.
How many of the guys did you know before coming here?
None. I did. This is the first time. Yeah, I didn't really have we had a mutual respect from each other, seeing each other in gyms, workouts, things like that, but no real, I didn't put it like this. I didn't have any phone numbers until I had agreed to a deal.
Have you been able to connect with anybody?
Yeah, no, we've spoken through time, and then I went out to L.A. And we had a dinner, and we sat down with a bunch of guys that were able to make that, and then I've been here for a few days now, and I've been with the young guys for a few days. So I mean, I've been able to make some connections, yeah. But I'm looking forward to camp mostly for that part, so I can start really getting to know personalities and being around guys on a consistent basis.
You come from your team, is it also about learning the coaching staff at training camp, like just learning their style?
Learning everything at this point, because everything's brand new, and just want to get a comprehension of how they want to go about things every single day. Like, in your mind how you approach it and how you want to do it, but you want to be able to be on the same wavelength with everyone, and you learn, guys' demeanors from coaches to players, how to talk to certain people, how some people talk to you, and knowing that it's not taking anything personally. You never do, but you still want to know, you don't want any chairs thrown at you or anything. You don't want to you want to figure out what's going on. So I think that's the biggest thing.
When Lamar was in here, he was saying, this is my 9th year. Every year you usually are talking about what year it is for you. Do you ever take a moment just to think about how quickly the time has gone?
It feels like the last 3-4 years, it's been like that for me. Like, every year I look around like, man, that was 10. Man, that was 11. Man, that's just 12. Man, this is 13. Like, and I'm looking around like, sooner or later, like, it's not going to be that. I'm not going to say that again, But at the same time, I've been blessed to be here for this long and start early. So I'm just kind of, I figured it out and able to stick around and be able to, be on a good situation and contribute. And that's what I'm happy about.
I know when you started, you're obviously worried about your own situation, looking for things unfold, but as a fan and just as a person in this league, what is it like to watch all the moves that are happening?
It's been amazing. It's been crazy. Like, I find myself kind of just, being a fan of everything that's going on, and I've called it the association this summer. It's been so crazy. So many big names, not guys that are just free agents. They've been trades. And there's still free agents out there, but it's just like watching all these big names change, and then watching the Melo situation all summer, and then happening right before training camp. It was like the NBA really never had a break this year.